So you're looking for a dog trainer in 9 Mile Falls, right? It can feel like a huge decision, but don't worry, that's what this is for. We're going to cut through all the noise and give you a really clear path to making a choice you can feel good about, for both you and your dog. You know, one of the best parts about living in 9 Mile Falls is that you get this amazing mix of quiet neighborhoods and just incredible outdoor spaces. And really, the whole point of training is to make sure your dog can be a fantastic companion for all of it. You know, a good neighbor when you're home and a safe, reliable partner when you're out on the trails.
Okay, so here's our game plan. We're going to talk about the training philosophy first. That's the big one. Then we'll look at different program types and what they cost around here. We'll also get you prepped with the right questions to ask any trainer, and we'll finish up with some local rules and resources just for 9 Mile Falls.
All right, let's get into it. Section 1. The training philosophy. Now, this is more than just a buzzword. It's truly the foundation of the relationship you're going to build with your dog.
So the approach that pretty much all modern, certified professionals recommend is positive reinforcement. And it's just what it sounds like. You reward the behaviors you want to see more of. It makes learning fun for your dog, and honestly, it builds a much stronger bond. It's way more effective than old-school methods that rely on punishment or fear. Okay, so how can you tell if a trainer is really committed to these professional, humane methods? Well, certifications are your best bet. Keep an eye out for credentials like CPDT-KA. That stands for Certified Professional Dog Trainer, or KPA-CTP. Now, if you're dealing with more serious stuff like fear or aggression, a certification like IAABC-CDBC is what you want to see. That points to a deeper level of expertise in behavior.
All right, next up. Choosing the right training program. Once you're on the same page about how to train, you've got to figure out what format works best. And this isn't a one-size-fits-all kind of thing. It really comes down to your dog's personality, your goals, and your lifestyle.
So your two main choices are usually group classes or private lessons. Group classes? They're fantastic for getting your dog socialized and teaching them to listen even with other dogs and people around. Private lessons, on the other hand, are perfect for tackling those specific issues that only seem to happen at home, like, say, jumping on guests or going nuts at the window.
And then you have board and train programs. This is a pretty intensive option where your dog actually goes to live with the trainer for a while. Now, this can get results pretty quickly, but you have to do your homework here. I mean, really do your homework. You need to be 100% comfortable with their facility, their methods, and how they'll care for your dog.
Okay, let's talk money. What should you budget for dog training here in the Spokane County area? It's a practical question, and it's good to have a ballpark idea. So this table should give you a pretty clear idea of what to expect. For instance, a standard 6-week puppy class usually runs somewhere between $120 and $200. If you're looking at a single private lesson, you're probably in the $80 to $120 range. Just seeing these numbers helps you figure out what's realistic for your budget and the kind of training you're after.
All right, so you found a couple of trainers. They seem to fit your budget. Their philosophy sounds good. What's next? The interview. And heading into that conversation with the right questions is going to make all the difference.
Here are 6 questions you absolutely want to ask. First, just confirm their training philosophy and ask about their certifications. Then get specific. Ask how they might tailor a plan for this area, with our trails and wildlife. You'll also want to ask what a typical session looks like, so you know what to expect. And definitely ask how they handle more complex behaviors, if that's something you're worried about. And last but not least, always get the total fees and their cancellation policy in writing before you sign anything.
Okay, let's bring it all back home to 9 Mile Falls. Because being a great dog owner here means knowing the local rules of the road and what resources are available to you.
Yeah, there are a few key rules you just gotta know. First up, Spokane County has a leash law. Your dog has to be on a leash that's no longer than 8 feet when you're in public areas. A rabies vaccine is a state requirement, and every dog in the county needs to be licensed through scraps. Oh, and keep in mind that excessive barking can become a nuisance issue. Knowing these things helps you train for real-life situations.
And now for the fun part. Where can you actually practice all this stuff? Well, we have some incredible spots right in our backyard. The miles of trails at Riverside State Park are perfect for practicing recall and just general leash manners around other people. And the Spokane River Centennial Trail, it's the perfect place to really nail that loose leash walking. Seriously, think of these places as your outdoor classroom.
When it's all said and done, this is the goal, right? Enjoying a quiet walk, being a good neighbor, and just having a happy, well-adjusted companion by your side.
That's what good training gives you. So, good luck with your search and your training journey.